If you work hard enough, then you can achieve anything and be successful. People from all over the world have come and done just that. I am talking about the American dream. Although now dream is all it might seem like to the upcoming generation. Americans are crying out for a change. The economic system we grew up in has been failing us. It used to be go to college, get a job, retire, collect your pension. Now it seems impossible to do all that with these new rules and regulations that have been set in place to stop the little guy. I think it's time for a change in the system. I am talking about capitalism versus socialism. What is capitalism? It's an economic model that relies on free market conditions for the production of wealth. The production of goods and services is based solely on supply and demand in the general market. This is referred to as a market economy. Socialism. In a socialist economic model, the productions of goods and services are either partially or fully regulated by the government. This is referred to as central planning in the economic structure that is created and known as a planned economy. Although eerily similar, there are a lot of major differences between the two. In the capitalist economy, also known as market economy, property and businesses are owned by individuals. The productions and prices of goods and services are determined by how much demand they generate and how difficult they are to produce. It's about building the best quality product as cheaply as possible. Having an efficient product doesn't always mean that it's a quality product. The point is to drive business owners to find more efficient ways to produce quality goods. For consumers, the point is for them to have the freedom to choose the best and cheapest product. The economic theories of capitalism states that inequality is the driving force that encourages innovation, which results in economic development. And equal distributions of goods and services among all members of society is of little concern in a capitalist economy. Meaning, they don't believe in things like free healthcare and free school, which should be a top priority. Brands create subcategory of brands to offer a bigger and more variety, and to flood the market in different ways. Take Toyota and Lexus, for example. They're both owned by Toyota, parts are identical, they're made in the same factories. Lexus pulls ahead in luxury and performance, etc., but your average consumer does not know that. Both brands offer safe and reliable cars. It is then up to the consumer to choose their preference. In a socialist economy, the state owns and controls the major means of production. A cooperative firm is one that is owned and self-managed by its own workers. Workers' cooperative own and operate the primary means of production. There's possibility for individual ownership of enterprise and property, although that comes with higher taxes and a higher degree of government control. The main concern of this economic model is fair distribution of wealth that is meant to ensure that all members of society have an equal opportunity to attain certain economic outcomes. For this to be achievable, the state intervenes in the labor market. They are one of the primary employers during times of hardship that can During times of hardship, the state can order hiring so that there is close to full employment, even if workers are not performing tasks that are particularly to their liking. The best advantages of this free market is the fact that healthcare is provided to all, higher taxes for the rich and relief for the poor, and lower prices due to less competitive situation. On the downside, it is more difficult to start a business because of the bureaucracy and increased taxes, since the state has to pay social benefits. The goal of this system, though, is prosperity for all. Accumulation of wealth at one pole is at the same time accumulation of misery, agony of toil, slavery, ignorance, brutality, mental degradation at the opposite pole. Karl Marx. The terms capitalism and socialism are both used to describe economic and political systems. A nation's economic system defines its mechanism for the production, distribution, and allocation of goods and services and resources. The common economic system, capitalism, allows individuals to own industries and workers to contribute their skills in return for money, also known as supply and demand. Socialism, the main alternative system that has recently emerged in modern times, requires the needs are regulated by the community as a whole. I don't think either form is perfect, but if we want to move towards a better and safer future for our children, we will need to incorporate some form of socialism in the American economy.